All right, guys, we're gonna look at some Kimuras from north-south. So the easiest way to teach this, okay, is first teaching people how to get onto their side, okay? So first, let's look at the technique. If Blake is on his side, just like this, so he turns on his side, okay? And let's say I'm here, all right? Now, how did we get here? So let's say he's flat on his back, he turns away from me, stop, I got a seatbelt grip, okay? I'm gonna come over the top, I'm gonna grab his wrist, lock my wrist in, and then from here, I'm gonna start pulling, and I'm gonna start, I keep my knee in the back, I'm gonna start stepping over. I'm gonna clear his leg, or clear his arm with my leg. I'm gonna pull his elbow to my chest, I'm gonna rip his hand away, boom, and then there's the Kimura, right there, okay? So one more time on that so you can see. Turn this way. Here, he turns onto his side, I capture seatbelt grip, capture his wrist, capture my wrist, start stepping over, clear his elbow with my heel. Rip and twist. I'm pulling up and sitting at the same time, squeezing my knees, boom. And then there's the Kimura, okay? So that's our basic Kimura from north-south. So now let's look at a couple things. If he's laying flat, legs are straight, there you go. And now let's say we're here, and let's say his arms are up and I'm chest to chest. So right now we call that double under position. Now, double under position is just like this. I'm on the balls of my feet. What I'm gonna do is I'm pressure in for a second, and then I pull back. As I pressure in, on my pullback, I'm gonna bring my hand in and clamp it right to here, thumbs up, and I'm gonna drive my shoulder, turning him onto his side. You see how his arm just popped? My knee is behind his back. Grab that guy right to there, step over, knee on the floor, both knees on the floor, rip and twist. Come back. His arms are up. We're in the double under position. Here, I pressure, I pull back, clamp, reclamp, and you see I'm starting to turn him onto his side. My knee comes into his back, grab the wrist, step over the top, rip and twist. So that's one basic idea, okay? So that's me having double under. Double under with his arms long. Now I'm gonna go double under with his arms close. So let's say I'm pinning his arms. I'm pinning. This is very common. So now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pressure in, I'm gonna pull back, I'm gonna climb, I'm gonna saw up into this chicken wing. Saw up, twist my wrist, drive my shoulder right behind his elbow, turn him on his side, knee to the back, grab the wrist, step over, rip and twist, okay? So that would be another way of doing it for the north-south Kimura, right? So let's say now I go over under. This one is my favorite. So let's say I have one elbow over, one elbow under. Here what I'm gonna do is I pressure, I saw, I twist, then I pull this elbow. Okay, so circle around this way some. So I want you to watch this arm. So let's say I'm here like this, I pressure, I start to turn. As I'm turning him, I'm gonna cup, I'm gonna pull that, then step over, rip and twist. Okay, so these are just a couple ideas to hit the north-south Kimura. Now people are gonna be asking questions. Let's turn our side for a second. Head, feet this way. When I get to here, coach, do I always have to step over the arm? No, you don't. Your other option is you can staple it, rip and twist. Your other option is it can be in front and you can squeeze the head and twist. And two, some other questions are gonna be, well, what do you do when the other guy's holding his hands together? Okay, so as I get to this right to here, okay, see what he's doing right to there? That's a common one. Or two, he might be defending it like this. So that's like the rear naked choke defense, right? So let's talk about that one first. So as I'm here and he's holding, he might even be gripping his gi just like that. This right here is your primary. So that's why you're gonna do the step over. So I'm here, I step over, I capture it, and then this here wipes it off. See that wipes it off? Whap, boom. That's one. If he captures his hands like this, here, what I'm gonna do now is, as I start to come through, I'm gonna bring my knee in and pin that. As I'm pinning it, see how his hands are touched? Here, I just roll his hands away, or two, go ahead. Here, I can come in and start pushing one down and take it, just like that. Your other option is if you can't make any of that work, as I'm doing all this, see all this right here? You just take this free hand, come down, push the lapel, and you choke them. Okay, so when one move's not working, you go to the next. So this is your North-South Kimura ideas. Are there more? Yes. I'm trying to just get you started with some stuff, okay? And then you start to put moves together.